Temperatures in the low 40s. I can assure you it feels colder than that down on the field. Always that unpredictable swirling wind that these teams have to contend with in this stadium, as we are just about ready. Andy Reid led this franchise to the greatest single-season turnaround last season, 11 wins, that wild card berth, and Doug Marrone, whose decision to make the quarterback change after that Week 4 loss in Houston has completely changed the trajectory of the Bills season. Bills kick, and Kansas City will have it. Niall Davis watches it sail to the back of the end zone, and that is where they will take over. Alex Smith, say what you want, his detractors Salmon always say, boy, he can't throw it down the field, rarely takes his shots. All this guy does is win. 8-3 as a road starter for the Chiefs.
Yeah, they try to give him that title as a game manager, and I think that's what's required in Andy Reid's system. It's what's required to be a consistent winner in the National Football League at the quarterback position.
Smith, 71% completion percentage over the last 6 weeks. During that stretch, has thrown 10 touchdowns for just 1 pick. First and 10 from the 20. Charles blown up in the backfield. Kyle Williams getting there first.
Well, they come with a corner blitz. Look, you're going to see 24 Gilmore come off that edge. That means Eric Dixon's got to turn out to him, and that allows Kyle Williams and company to shoot the gap, to get into the backfield, to slam the door shut on Jamal Charles in the Chiefs running game.
Williams, a Pro Bowl tackle a year ago. Charles on 2nd and 13, still going backwards. Jerry Hughes this time for Buffalo.
Wow. Hughes is just coming right underneath the left tackle, Eric Fisher, getting penetration. If you're going to beat the Chiefs, look at it, come right underneath Fasano, the tight end. He gets penetration. Kyle Williams is taking up residence in that Chiefs backfield as well.
Third and 15. Smith throwing right, finds his tight end, well short of the first down. It's Anthony Fasano just past the 20. And Kansas City will punt. What a start for Doug Marrone's defense.
They're led by a front four that understands you've got to take away the running game and the threat of Jamal Charles. It's the only way you get to rush the quarterback, something they do as well as any defense in the NFL.
And Solomon, they don't do it with exotic blitzes or anything like that. They simply do it behind that vaunted front that could very well be the best in the NFL. Dustin Colquitt, 10th-year punter, who has had an enormously strong impact on this team's success. Boots it away. This is Leotis McKelvin from his own 26. McKelvin cuts around, finds the edge, has some real estate. McKelvin right out of bounds, just shy of the 50. 21 yards on a return after the 50-yard punt from Colquitt. And here comes Kyle Orton, 5th start since taking over in Week 5. And what a performance. This has been a story, Solomon, of redemption. A guy who has been cast aside really everywhere he's been. This is his moment.
It is his moment, and he understands it. He says he wasn't looking for the perfect team. He had left Dallas, the Cowboys, 1 year ago, and he said he was content to stay home, raise his family, but now he's a starter again in the National Football League.
Fred Jackson, a question mark to play. The lone setback, first down pass caught by the tight end, Scott Chandler, the 8th-year man out of Iowa, his 24th catch of the season. It's been a bit of a revolving door at that left guard position. Craig Urbick now the starter. Cyril Richardson is scratched today as this front continues to try to pave the way. Sammy Watkins and Fred Jackson both up. Watkins tweaking his groin at practice on Wednesday. And there is Watkins, the starter among the rising stars as a rookie in the NFL. This is Bryce Brown, who figures to get a little bit extra time today with the injured Jackson. Allen Bailey on the tackle. Dontari Poe, year 3 in the NFL, a Pro Bowl season a year ago. 3 sacks headlines that defensive front. Justin Houston has been an absolute beast. 12 sacks to lead the NFL. Phillip Gaines, the rookie today, makes his 3rd career start with the injured Fleming down for Kansas City. 3rd and 7 from the Chiefs' 48. Orton swings it over the middle. First down, Buffalo. Chandler at the 40. 8 yards. Orton knew where he wanted to go and put it right in Chandler's breadbasket.
Oh, and look at the protection, too. It's a clean pocket, and he's able to have vision right down the middle of the field. That's where he's going to find Chandler. Chandler just sits down. It's what we call playing the sticks. Know where that first down marker is. You go 1 yard beyond it, sit down, and create a new set of downs for your offensive football team.
You see what Chandler has done. Had a touchdown here a couple of weeks ago against the Jets. That pass off the hands of Lee Smith. That's the backup tight end, who has only a couple of catches on the season. 2nd and 10 for Buffalo.
If you are the Buffalo Bills, we saw them get off to the fast start defensively. We saw the special teams on the return from Leotis McKelvin. And now Orton wants to turn this great field position into points. Try to get the early lead on Kansas City. It's one way to strip them of their running game with Jamal Charles and force them to have to chase points and throw the football.
Bills have won 2 straight, 3 of their last 4. Here's Anthony Booby Dixon, who has had his status elevated up the depth chart with Jackson's injury, and of course C.J. Spiller lost for what could be the rest of the season a couple of weeks ago, that Week 7 injury. And one thing about this Buffalo offense, with all the success Orton has had, Solomon, the run game has struggled.
Yeah, they have struggled, and obviously the loss of C.J. Spiller contributed to it, and the fact that Fred Jackson's been out, it's really caused some difficulties to have balance in the offense.
3rd and 7. Screen pass. This is Jackson inside the 30. First down on a catch and run by Jackson.
Oh, this is what you get with Fred Jackson. He's a do-it-all type of running back. Look, he'll just come out here, and that's where you'll find him. And once he gets the ball in space, he's in tune enough in terms of his high football IQ to hit that first down marker. He didn't waste any steps. He got vertical immediately, challenging the defense to pick up the first down.
Well, there was no one happier in that Buffalo locker room this week that Jackson was coming back than Kyle Orton. First and 10, Orton swings it inside. It's Chris Hogan for the Buffalo touchdown.
Talking about a fast start. Defense, special teams, Orton to Hogan. They were able to get into the scene. And you're going to see it right here. Get into the scene there, quick strike. Before the defense can respond. Chris Owens didn't have a chance. Safety trying to come over the top to help. Didn't have a chance. Just a great throw from Kyle Orton with great accuracy and timing on the pass play.
25-yard touchdown strike. 2nd touchdown catch of the season for Hogan, the 2nd-year wideout out of Monmouth College in New Jersey. Early defensive stop, and then Orton marches him down the field. Buffalo with the early. Oh, Chris Hogan had that enormous catch a couple of weeks back to set up a game-winning touchdown. Last home game for Buffalo here against Minnesota in Week 7. Sammy Watkins, the eventual game winner, with just a couple of seconds left. And Hogan with his 2nd touchdown reception of the season to give Buffalo the early lead. Jordan Gay boots it through the back of the end zone. Davis unable to play it. So Alex Smith, 2nd offensive possession for Kansas City when we come back on CBS. Blustery day here in Western New York. 7-0 Buffalo after the Hogan touchdown catch. Alex Smith and the Chiefs back on the field, 1st and 10. It's Bowie, caught it, fumbled it, got it back, and he's going to add out some more yardage. Ball can't lose a 2nd time, and the officials say it was down by contact. So a jittery play by Bo turns out to pick up 22 yards and a first down.
And had he held on to the football, he's going to run for a touchdown. Watch here, after the missed tackle. If he holds on to the ball from there, he's going to run away from the defense. And there you can see they're able to run him down. Nigel Bradham gets him, And then you can see they are able to recover the football back to the Chiefs.
32nd catch of the season for Bo. 1st and 10. Little screen pass. Smith threw it behind Charles. And it falls incomplete. Salmon will take us back to the Bills touchdown.
Well, Kyle Orton, his key read is going to be on the safety right here. And that's Hussein Abdullah. But he already knows that if the safety wins inside, that's just a quick, easy throw because the safety is clear to the other side of the field. Leaves enough room for Orton to slam it in there to Chris Hogan for a touchdown. Great read by Orton, and then a better throw with excellent accuracy and timing for the touchdown.
10th touchdown pass by Orton in his last 4+ starts. Smith trying to buy some time. They got him around the ankles. Jerry Hughes with his 2nd tackle for a loss.
Wow, we said they do a good job of rushing the passer without having to blitz. This is just a 4-man rush. See, Mario Williams gets the win. He flushes him out of the pocket, and then Jerry Hughes is there to clean up on Alex Smith.
Hughes credited with his 6.5 sack on the season as he got Smith behind the line of scrimmage.
This is why they wanted to get the early lead. You get a lead, take away the run game, then you get to chase the quarterback.
Smith on 3rd and 12, breaks a tackle, he's running for it. And he is awfully close to that 1st down marker. No signal yet, there's a late penalty marker in. What a play by Alex Smith. Turned what looked to be a sack into potentially a 1st down.
And Aaron Williams, 23, leads with the helmet, even though Alex Smith was attempting to slide. Now the key is, did he hit him? It looked like he missed him, but nonetheless.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
See, the quarterback, once he goes to slide, that means he's given himself up, and you're not allowed to do this. You can't lead with a helmet. Now, did he make enough contact there? Well, that's arguable. The point is, you can't go for the quarterback once he attempts to slide feet first.
Awfully close and a huge play as Aaron Williams is being talked to on that Buffalo sideline. So Smith, who broke a Kansas City franchise single-season mark for yards rushing by a quarterback last season, with a huge play to make it 1st and 10. This is DeAnthony Thomas, the 4th-round rookie, trying to make guys miss. Works his way back to the original line of scrimmage, picks up a yard, maybe 2, dumped down at the 30.
Always impressed with the way that Andy Reid will manufacture creative ways to run the ball. But look at the penetration of the blue jerseys in the backfield of the Kansas City Chiefs. They are coming off the ball. They're getting penetration. They're trying to strip Andy Reid's ability to run the football and render this offense one-dimensional.
2nd and 7, play action from Smith. Again, threw it slightly behind his target. That's Bo. Kansas City moves the chains again, 8 yards through the air.
Well, Dwayne Bowe's got to win out on the perimeter. And this is an area where you can see matched up against Leotis McKelvin. This is the area where they want to be able to attack the Buffalo Bills defense. And you can see Dwayne Bowe yet to have a receiving touchdown. In fact, they're the only team in the NFL that hasn't had a receiving touchdown by a wide receiver.
Charles has had no breathing room till this point. Brandon spikes, blowing him up for a loss of 3.
He spikes the run game on that play. All about penetration. This defensive line disruptive, getting into the backfield of Kansas City Chiefs. They can't run the ball. They're having a tough time protecting the quarterback. Slamming to do a shut on Jamal Charles' ability to get to the 2nd level. And they're getting after Alex Smith in the early going on the game.
8th play of the drive, 2nd and 13. Charles inside the 20. Brought down at around the 18-yard line. Leotis McKelvin, who's tied for 2nd in the league in interceptions on the tackle. Last wide receiver to catch a touchdown all the way back December the 8th of last season. It was Bo in a snowy game in Washington.
If we talk to Andy Reid, he'll say, I'd be more concerned if we had no touchdowns. If they're going to the backs of the tight ends, he doesn't care as long as he finds his way into the end zone. This team can score points to the tune of 25 per game.
3rd and 7. Smith. Wobbling pass out of the backfield. It's incomplete. Intended for Junior Hemingway.
Alex Smith trying to get it in to the end zone. Remember, this team is the 4th best red zone offense. But he is not going to force this ball into coverage. He's not going to risk throwing an interception or having a turnover here. He's going to take the safer route. And if they can't score, then he'll settle for the field goal and the opportunity to put some points on the board.
Well, here's Kyle Santos, the rookie kicker. Overcame some early season jitters to kick that game winner back in week 7 at San Diego. We were there for that. And now on to attempt a 36-yard field goal. Santos, low kick, and it is good. So Kansas City's drive stalls, but the rookie Santos able to salvage 3 points. Less than ideal kicking conditions. The rookie is true from 36. Kyle Santos booting it through from 36 yards out. Extended drive for the Chiefs led by Alex Smith stalling as they cover 62 yards in 10 plays. And Salmon, you just pointed it out, even when Buffalo takes the lead, hard to kind of knock Andy Reid off what his game plan is offensively.
Oh, no, he's going to stay committed to it. He knows the quarterback is going to execute very well. He knows it's going to be a 4-quarter fight here in Buffalo.
Marquise Goodwin, who could very well be the fastest guy in the NFL, will play it from his own 5. Short kick. Goodwin's got his space. Run out of bounds at around the 28-yard line. And that is where Kyle Orton and Buffalo take over when we come back on CBS. I mean, that's spectacular.
That guy know Andy Reid? Sure looks like it.
Andy Reid is on the sidelines calling defense at this point. 1st and 10. Orton from the shotgun. Flushed out of the pocket, surveys the field. And take a little slide. And what a... Orton talking to the official. I mean, that's a lookalike of the highest order. I mean, that's hysterical.
That is. Oh, it's quite eerie, isn't it?
I mean, even Andy would get a chuckle at it.
He would. Andy's great spirit. I wonder if he's as smart as Andy Reid, because Andy is one of the finest coaches in the National Football League. Excellent play caller. He knows his business.
Here's Bryce Brown, the 3rd-year running back, minimal pickup on 2nd down. Clock continues to run. We had the Chiefs a couple of weeks ago, that big game at San Diego. We visited with Andy Reid. We sat down with him yesterday at their hotel here. Seemed a little bit more tense, a little bit more business-like.
Especially one of the security guys came in from the back door. Came up from behind.
That's
and
right.
He startled the coach, startled us. We didn't know if he was part of their security. He thought the guy was part of our security team. But we don't roll like that. We don't have the kind of security that Andy has.
It was a funny little moment. It was fun. As Andy Reid and company made their final preparations here for the Bills. 3rd and 6 from inside the 35. Chiefs coming over the middle. 1st down hookup. It's Robert Woods, the 2nd-year receiver, inside Kansas City territory. 18 yards for the Buffalo 1st down.
Well, they're running the crossing routes, and in order for the crosser, Woods to come clear across the formation, watch the protection has to hold up. See, it takes a while for that one to develop. They get him the ball early. He's making defenders miss at the 2nd level. And right now, this Bills offense, they're coming out very aggressive with great tempo. And Kyle Orton pretty hot, 5 for 6 to begin the game.
1st and 10, Orton under pressure, and Frank Summers takes a hard hit right at the 45-yard line by Justin Houston. Oh, with NFL Now, remember the heart-pounding wins or the gut-wrenching losses of your favorite team. For a limited time, watch a free trial of NFL Films Team Yearbook. Get it on your connected TV device or visit NFL.com/now and learn more. Just over 3 minutes to play in Buffalo. Spiro Dita, Solomon Wilcox, our entire CBS crew with you. 2 5-3 teams trying to fight for their respect in the AFC. This is Brown again, getting close to the 40. And brought down at the 42-yard line by Houston after a pickup of 6. Back to New York in an update with James Brown.
Spiro, Megatron is back.
Boy, Matthew Stafford was glad to see Calvin Johnson come back. This 49-yard touchdown, his first since week 1. Detroit Lions up early over Miami, 10-0.
Like he was boxing out, Solomon. Gosh, Spiro and Solly.
Yeah, he beat my guy Brent Grimes. You know, Brent doesn't give him up like that often, JB.
Lions looking to continue that winning streak. Bill so far, as you see, 3 of 3 on third down. Orton on 3rd and 4. Over the middle, incomplete. Woods had it, dropped it. Would have been a Buffalo first down. And instead, Marone sends out his punt team.
Yeah, they were red hot. Watch him coming out of the bunch formation across the middle of the field. Finds a seam, well thrown, well read by the quarterback, Kyle Orton. They had converted their first 3 third down opportunities. That would have been 4th in a row, but Woods doesn't haul it in. He drops it.
Colton Schmidt, Cal Davis product on to punt it away, and the rookie DeAnthony Thomas, 3-year star at Oregon, 4th-round selection, was one of the top home run hitters in terms of big plays last season in college football. Fair catch signal, and that is caught. Buffalo with excellent punt coverage. Corey Graham, one of their backup cornerbacks, and they will pin Alex Smith back deep for a 3rd straight possession. 7-3 Buffalo, 3rd offensive possession for Alex Smith and the Chiefs. They start 1st and 10 from their own 14. Smith has time, nowhere to throw the football. Tucks it away, he's going to run it. Picks up some positive yardage. We saw him do that earlier. Smith so confident in his feet. Run out of bounds by Kyle Williams. Thursday Night Football now lives on NFL Network. Rookie phenom Sammy Watkins and his Bills taking on the Dolphins in an AFC clash. Thursday Night Football, Thursday 8 Eastern, live on NFL Network. Miami in that dogfight today against Detroit. And that'll be an awfully big one as this one starts a short week for both teams. 2nd and 6 from inside the 18. Play action from Smith's going to throw it over the middle. Has his man. It's A.J. Jenkins for the first down. Pass play. McKelvin runs it out of bounds. 27 yards. As Jenkins slow to get to his feet.
It's a double crossing route. Here's Jenkins coming right at you. You have another crosser right there, but the protection that time held up very well for Alex Smith to wait for Jenkins to clear to the other side of the field. That's where he finds him open. It's a well-designed pass play by Andy Reid, well executed by his quarterback, Alex Smith.
Jenkins continuing to play in the starting spot vacated by the injured Donnie Avery, who's had a 5th straight game today with that groin injury. 1st and 10, Charles finally able to pick up some positive yardage as Buffalo continues to get that push, Solomon, up front with that front 4.
It's a 4-3 front, brought in by their defensive coordinator, Jim Schwartz. And take a look at the 4 down linemen. It's a sack stampede because all 4 guys, they feed off one another. They play fast. Who are you going to double team amongst that bunch? Kyle Williams, Marcel Darius, Mario Williams, he's the straw that stirs the drink. And Jerry Hughes is playing the best ball of his career.
Corbin Bryant comes in here on 2nd and 8. Smith hit on the release. That one is a live football and it's incomplete. Well, it looked like Dwayne Bowe and Anthony Sherman had a chance at the deflected pass. That went up about 100 feet in the air. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Matty Lawson flushes Alex Smith, forcing to step up in the pocket. And then Corbin Bryant, 97, hits the arm of Alex Smith and forces that ball to just flutter. That ball hung in the air forever. Just about anyone had an opportunity to get it. A couple of Chiefs players fighting over it. Neither can come down with it. Big 3rd down.
Smith hit on the release, and that one never had a chance. Nigel Bradham coming right up the gut. And you know Smith felt that one.
And they did blitz. Look, it was only 4 guys, but they switched between he and the defensive tackle, Kyle Williams. He replaced Kyle Williams and dropped into coverage. They brought Bradham right up the A-gap. This was a really good defense. We told you in the open, this is one of the best when it comes to getting after the opposing quarterback. And Alex Smith normally gets rid of the ball quick. He can't get rid of it quick enough here today.
Keep in mind, this is Bills defense that lost its leading tackler from a year ago. Kiko Alonso had that incredible rookie season. Torn ACL back in July. And they have played at an elite level, to say the least. Fair caught by McKelvin after a 41-yard punt, and you know Smith feels this hit in this kind of cold weather.
My goodness, there's no doubt about it. And I got to tell you, Nigel Bradham, Preston Brown, along with Brandon Spikes, you talked about losing a player like Kiko Alonso, one of the best defensive players in the National Football League. They lose him, and they bring in Spikes, add him to Bradham, and then the rookie Preston Brown. They're playing at a very high level on the front end and on the back end of this defense.
Buffalo offense back onto the field. Bills start today 5-3, trying to get to 6-3 for the first time since 1999. As Orton has to burn a timeout. Buffalo starting the day just one game back of the Patriots in the loss column in the AFC East. Thursday on CBS, our very own Phil Simms guest starring on a new Elementary. Don't miss his amazing performance Thursday, 10/9 Central, only CBS.
When did Phil go Hollywood on us? He's never been that Hollywood quarterback. In fact, Bill Parcells would forbid it, and now he goes Hollywood.
The old boy from Kentucky.
He's gone big.
I'm hearing it's Emmy worthy.
I see you, Phil.
We'll be watching. Final 35 seconds of this first quarter. Two franchises trying to climb the ranks in the AFC. Chiefs looking for another postseason berth after getting in as a wild card last season. And Buffalo, of course, in the midst of what is the longest active playoff drought in the NFL at 14 years. Penalties whistle that play dead. This one appears to be a false start against the Bills.
False start. Offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Brad Allen, one of our rookie referees in the NFL. It's against Lee Smith.
And now Buffalo's got to get back on track offensively. The defense is playing rather well. Again, to be able to stay ahead on the scoreboard, you really do put the Chiefs' offense at a disadvantage.
1st and 15. Fake handoff to Jackson. And Orton, Solomon just kind of threw it at the feet of Watkins.
We told you both quarterbacks, they're not going to lose the game. They're not going to turn it over. And watch Tamba 91. He goes right out because he saw the screen. See, he's standing there. He would have caught it and turned it in for a touchdown. It was going to be a wide receiver screen over to Sammy Watkins. The veteran Tamba sniffed it out, put himself in a position to make a play.
Orton has only thrown 3 picks in his 5 starts. 2nd and 15. A pass caught. That's Woods. Second reception for the second-year target. 7 yards past the original line of scrimmage, but another penalty comes in behind the line of scrimmage.
Holding. Offense, number 60. Half the distance to the goal. 2nd down.
It's going to be Craig Urbik. You talked about it. He gets the starts today. This offensive line really has struggled. It was one of the point of emphasis during their bye week 1 week ago. And take a look right there. Number 70. See him? He's holding on for dear life to Alan Bailey, who had knifed in underneath to provide pressure.
At this point, Buffalo just trying to gain some kind of positive yardage back. This is Jackson. Hard hit continues. Jackson across the 10 and brought down at around the 13, maybe 14-yard line. 10-yard run as we reach the end of the first quarter. 7-3 Buffalo on the Hogan touchdown catch. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Temperatures right around 40 degrees. We've had some precipitation already in Buffalo as we begin the second quarter. Bills in front of the Chiefs. 7-3. Spiro Dita, Salman Wilcox, our entire CBS crew with you. Big 3rd and long. Buffalo trying to recover after those 2 penalties on the first 2 plays of the drive. Orton, again, nowhere to throw the football. Ali was coming untouched. And Orton again, Salmon, one thing about him, so stable in the pocket, rarely makes that mistake, able to get it away.
Yeah, take a look. He's going to wrap around. See, I'm coming from the outside. That kind of stunt, those kind of movements really do take advantage of a very young and inexperienced Buffalo Bills offensive line. We told you both defenses can create chaos for the opposing quarterback, and we've seen that in the early going of today's game.
Another punt by Schmidt. And the rookie Thomas signals fair catch. This one takes a Buffalo bounce and out of bounds right around the 37-yard line. On Hollywood Big First Counts Friday on CBS. Don't miss the first ever broadcast of the Hollywood Film Awards live. All your favorites will be there. Queen Latifah hosts Friday 8/7 Central, only CBS. A couple of 5-3 teams in the AFC getting together again. Andy Reid upset about something. We're just a couple of seconds gone by in this second quarter. Salman, what have you seen so far?
I've seen both offenses really struggle to protect the quarterback. I've seen both offenses struggle to have some kind of consistency and stability. As good as Andy Reid's offense normally is, in 3 possessions, they only have 3 points to show.
Offense 12th in the league in scoring. At 25 per game, penalty marker comes in late. Hard hit continues. We'll await the call here from referee Brad Allen. As Jamal Charles, awfully quiet start, trying to get himself going.
Holding. Offense, number 80. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Kansas City, the fewest penalties in the NFL. That time, Fasano, the culprit.
Yeah, and we talk about it there. You see him on the line of scrimmage against Wynn, and there's the holding right. He literally tackles him. But we talk about the Chiefs being the model of efficiency and discipline. Well coached by Andy Reid. Came in today's game, the fewest penalties of any team in the NFL. You know, it makes it hard when you're a play caller and you get that penalty on the very first play. Now you're facing a 1st and 20. There are no plays on that call sheet for Andy Reid for this situation.
Cyrus Gray, the second-year running back. They fake the handoff to him. Smith, deep down the middle of the field, intended for Jenkins. McKelvin was there. And what a season it's been for McKelvin. 4 picks, tied for second in the NFL.
Well, this is a rare sighting in the Kansas City Chiefs offense. Throwing the ball down the field, Spiro, because they don't do this often. It's great coverage, as you mentioned, by Leonis McKelvin. But they're sitting on every single route. Very seldom do the Chiefs challenge a secondary by throwing the ball deep down the field. In fact, the lowest air yards per pass attempt of any team in the league, especially for quarterback Alex Smith.
2nd and 20. Smith completes. That's Charles. Brought down right after the catch. 7-yard hookup. Tackled at the 35. Back to New York in an update. JP and Coach.
Spiro, is this a shocker in the making?
After an Antonio Brown fumble, Michael Vick's second touchdown pass of the day. This one to Jason Mario from 5 yards out on 3rd and goal. Jets lead 17-0 as we start the second quarter.
Spiro and Solly.
That Steeler team showed up again. Remember the early part of the year, you had a good Steeler team, you had a bad Steeler team, and it's like we know which one's showing up so far.
Bills coming, 3rd and 13. Smith evades a set. And then Mario Williams buries him behind the line of scrimmage.
Come with pressure, Duke Williams. There's a safety coming off the edge right here. He flushes the mobile Alex Smith. And then Mario Williams, look, he stays home on the backside. Cleans up, good heady play. These guys continue to rack up the sacks. But now, Jim Schwartz is starting to dial up the blitz, bringing defensive backs, safeties from everywhere.
Williams, the 3-time Pro Bowler, now has a sack in 8 of his last 9 games. That's his 7th of the season. McKelvin's going to play it from his own 24, and he is buried. Kelsey McCray with the excellent special teams play. 47-yard punt, 7-3 Buffalo on CBS. Kyle Orton and Buffalo's offense back onto the field, 7-3. Early stages, second quarter, 1st and 10. This is Dixon. Oh, what a story it's been for Kyle Orton taking over, of course, for E.J. Manuel after that loss in Houston Solomon in Week 4. And this really a true tale of redemption for a guy who's been frustrated. He's had success. You think of his rookie stop in Chicago. It seems like everywhere he's been cast aside. He told us Friday he was ready to walk away after last season if the right opportunity didn't come around.
And even the Dallas Cowboys wanted him. And he wanted out of Dallas. He was content to go home and raise his family and be done with football.
Orton on 2nd and 10, nowhere to throw the football. And now the Bills will face a 3rd and 10. Had that contractual stalemate with Dallas, basically had to force his way out. And he told his agent, "You'll call me if something good comes along." Didn't really know anyone within this organization. Only Kyle Williams lives close to him in the same section of Baton Rouge where Orton's wife is from. And Williams put in a very good word for him. And boy, how well it's worked out.
There are a lot of people who want to play with Kyle Orton. He's won in a lot of places where he's been. In fact, he even played for the Kansas City Chiefs. Tom Bahali, a former teammate of his, said he provided a spark for us, and he gave us great leadership during his short time in Kansas City.
Chiefs coming, and the 3rd and 10 pass for Watkins is incomplete. And a couple of drop passes by Buffalo.
Oh, this ball's going to be thrown slightly behind, not ahead of Watkins. See, as he turns around, he's got to reach back for that. And good thing he did, because Parker could have potentially intercepted the ball if Watkins doesn't get a hand on it.
Colton Schmidt on to punt. And Thomas, the rookie, standing at his own 30. Thomas going to play from his own 31, going backwards. Corey Graham has been a special team stud for Buffalo. 7-3, the rookie, nowhere to run with it. Timeout. Well, if you like wings, this is the place to be. 1st and 10, 7-3. Now Davis, long setback, giving Jamal Charles a blow as they start from their own 30. Smith, those quick strikes, finds Hemingway for his 11th catch of the season. Alex Smith-Solomon knew he would face extreme pressure, and so far that's exactly what's happened.
I don't know if he expected this kind of pressure. He's been hit, he's gone down hard, and only his mobility has been able to save him at least most of the time. Already 2 sacks by this front 4 by the Buffalo Bills. They have 2 or more sacks now in every single game this season. As you can see, Alex Smith has been under lots of pressure in the early going of the game.
Bills have had more sacks than any team in the NFL since the start of last season. Fumble on the play. Buffalo has recovered the football. It was forced out by Bradham. Recovered by Wynn. Kansas City with the game's first turnover.
Wow. These guys, they're just getting penetration continuously. And you can see Davis got the ball in his hand, but he's hit by Nigel Bradham. Ball comes out, and there you see Wynn's able to beat Fasano to the ball. The ability to hit, the ability to hustle. First man to the ball gets the prize. Excellent field position for Buffalo, setting Kyle Orton and the offense up to get more points.
What a player this kid Bradham has become. 3rd-year linebacker, former 4th-round pick out of Florida State. And a huge gap by Davis gives Orton and Buffalo a short field, 1st and 10, as they try to build on a 7-3 lead. Play action. Orton pump fakes. Little short pass near side for the backup tight end, Chris Gregg. And that pass dropped.
Got to give Gregg just a little credit, because watch Tom Bahali. He obstructs the vision of the throw. See, that's why Orton had to double pump it, and then he tried to sneak it in underneath. And Hali's able to distract the vision of the receiver just enough to cause an incompleted pass.
You see Orton started really well, sprinted out of the gates. His last 6 passes have all been incomplete. 2nd and 10. That's Hogan, who had the touchdown earlier, inside the 20, 13 yards, and a Buffalo first down.
Well, they're able to get clear runner. Hogan, see up top in the trips formation, and they were able to run the tight end right through that area and bring Hogan underneath. Scott Chandler cleared out. Hogan came underneath, found the open area.
I formation set, featuring Fred Jackson, 1st and 10 from the 18. Orton's pass deflected, caught nonetheless. What concentration by Summers, the fullback. Couple of yards through the air to set up a 2nd and short.
Boy, both quarterbacks having to operate from a very crowded pocket. Look, that ball's tipped, and then it's hauled in. James Michael Johnson able to make the quick tackle, no yards after the catch.
Well, this is an area where Buffalo's offense has struggled. One of the focal points for Doug Marrone and Bills during their bye week. 2nd and 8 from just outside the 15. Orton pump fakes, looks right, throws left. It is caught. First down is Woods right at the 10. Still about a yard, maybe 2 short of the first down. They pick up 7.
Oh, he's going to scan the entire field. Started over to his right and came clear back over to the left side and found Woods detaching from Sean Smith in coverage, able to get open for a nice completion. Woods got to go ahead and take a shot into the end zone on 3rd and 1. They can get some space for the tight end coming off play action.
3rd and short. Jackson lunges for it, needed to get to the end. And we'll see where the officials spot the football. First down, Buffalo.
They go with the run game. A run game that has been struggling. Last time they allowed a rushing touchdown, you got to go back to December 22nd last year against the Indianapolis Colts. Donald Brown took one to the house against this Chiefs defense, and they've been stout ever since.
Oh, it's a defense, as you see, Andy Reid, that has had to deal with a number of injuries. Eric Berry returning last week from his 5-game absence with the ankle. And Derek Johnson, one of their indispensable players, lost week 1. Orton sacked. Dontari Poe, a Pro Bowler last season, dumps him for a loss. His 6th, his 4th sack of the year.
And that's why, you know, when you want to throw it, you got to come off play action. Here's Poe right here, but they come off the edges and force him to step up in the pocket. And look at Poe. He's pushing in the face, but the pressure coming off the edge is what forced Kyle Orton to step up right into the presence of Dontari Poe.
Poe, the 11th overall pick in 2012, disappointing rookie year. Boy, did he bounce back last season. Culminated with a Pro Bowl selection. Jackson on a screen pass, spins inside the 10. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Justin Houston able to make the tackle after a pickup of 6, and what a defensive player Justin Houston has become in his 3rd NFL season.
And now what do you do if you're Doug Marrone against this defense? You know they're going to try to get to your quarterback. Whatever's going to happen, you've got to plan something very quick. And I think if you're going to throw it, it's got to come off the play action pass. You see they have trips to the top. Look for one of the tight ends to try to come off that screen.
Orton on 3rd and goal, going end zone, incomplete. Overthrew Chandler. And Doug Marrone's going to send out his field goal unit.
Oh, he had him open, and he knows it. Scott Chandler did come open and see Kyle Orton saying, that one's on me. I thought it was a perfect design by Doug Marrone, trying to get, again, the tight end Scott Chandler, I think, is their best red zone weapon. Trying to get him open. They were able to do so. It was a clear overthrow from Kyle Orton.
Carpenter on for a 26-yard attempt. We saw Orton acknowledge, and it was on him after that incomplete pass. Carpenter boots through the chip shot, and Buffalo tacks on 3 more points. Kansas City's defense able to hold. 7-point lead for Buffalo as they capitalize on the Niall Davis fumble. You're watching the NFL on CBS. 26-yard chip shot from Dan Carpenter as Buffalo extends its lead to 7. 7:09 to play. A pulsating atmosphere here in Buffalo. A franchise that hasn't had much to feel good about over the last decade plus. But they are right back in the early postseason conversation in the NFL. This is Thomas, the electrifying rookie, still going. Across the 25, run out of bounds at the 30 by the kicker, Jordan Gay. What a run back by the Crenshaw kid, the LA native, giving Alex Smith some good field position to start their next drive. 7-point lead for Buffalo on CBS. Temperatures right around 40 degrees. We have seen some light precipitation and a lot of Buffalo defense till this point. 10-3. Kansas City looking for points. 1st and 10 from the 30. This is Bo. Across the 35, tackled about 3-4 yards short of that first down marker. They'll credit him with 7 yards. Tackled by Preston Brown. Here's Jamal Charles. Looks like they're looking at his right arm, Solomon, a guy who already has missed a game this season back in week 3 with an ankle injury. It's been a struggle for him so far.
Absolutely. Yards have been hard to come by against this Bills defense. Only 14 yards rushing so far for the Chiefs.
Miles Davis still on the field. Had a fumble just a couple of minutes ago. Smith over the middle, incomplete. That one jarred out and nearly picked off the deflection. 3rd and short.
Boy, this defense really makes it uncomfortable for everyone who's handling the football. The quarterbacks, look, the receivers. Ball off the chest of Bo, ricocheting off several Buffalo Bills defenders, including Preston Brown. Even Manny Lawson had an opportunity to intercept him.
Smith on 3rd and 3, looking right, throwing across his body, has Davis. 1st down, Chiefs needing to get to the 40 as Davis atoning for the fumble. Kansas City moves the chains.
Yeah, and what we're seeing from Alex Smith, you know, he's staying poised as much as one can against this quick and fast and physical defense, and coming clear back to the other side, gets the ball to now Davis, and then he's going to pick up a 1st down. But look, he starts to his right, looking to one side, and then he finds Davis late, but just in time to pick up the 1st down.
Jamal Charles back onto the field after the trainers were looking at what appeared to be his right shoulder. Charles has some real estate. Dashes Buffalo up the middle. Inside Bills territory down to the 42. Tackled by Graham, but not before he burns him for 17.
All right, he's going to hear from him, his running back coach. Look, he's going to hit it here. By the time he gets to Graham, he's got to be able to somehow win against Graham in open field. You don't normally see Jamal Charles go down like that in space against the first unblocked defender. But excellent read, really good run.
Boy, Graham may have saved the touchdown. 1st and 10, bullet pass on the slant. It's Travis Kelce, their leading target. Leads them in catches, yards, and receiving touchdowns. 6-yard pass play.
Yeah, if Jamal Charles can start to crease the defense like we saw on that run, take a look at his numbers. But here's a guy that can run it. We said he can catch it. He's got over 500 yards from scrimmage and 7 touchdowns so far on the season. Remember, led this team in both rushing and receiving 1 year ago.
Became their all-time leading rusher back in week 7. Appeared to be some pre-snap movement from Eric Fisher, the 2nd-year tackle. Here's Brad Allen.
False start. Offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That is indeed Fisher.
Yeah, they're a little bit antsy. Trying to get that first quick step to come off the ball against this hard-charging Bills defensive line. That time, Eric Fisher was a little too quick.
Fisher, the 1st overall pick in 2013, had a funny line. Said, you know, it was such an awakening coming from the MAC conference to suddenly dealing with a guy like Justin Houston in the first training camp. As he's bounced back. 2nd and 9. Smith hit on a release. It's incomplete. And they just keep on coming, relentlessly getting out to Smith. Marcel Darius coming straight up the gut.
Watch big 99. He's going to plant Alex Smith. Wow. How you get up from that one? You got to love the game. Alex Smith's got plenty of love for football, and he's going to have to take on that defense all day. You're going to have to stand in front of him, stare down the barrel, and deliver the ball with accuracy if you're going to come out of here with a win.
Boy, it feels like the old days in Buffalo, doesn't it? 3rd and 9 from the 40. Smith, short pass behind Sherman, it's incomplete. And once again, it was Darius coming from the back.
We told you all 4 of these guys can get after it. I love the energy in which they play. Look, Williams is in coverage while Marcel Darius is in chase of the quarterback. Williams came off late, but it's just really good containment. Look, number 99, the big guy can move, can he? And then here comes 94, Mario Williams.
And Sally, once again, this isn't manufactured pressure with exotic blitzes. It's just this front 4.
You're right.
They can't block him. Colquitt's punt as they try to pin it inside the 5. They couldn't do it. Marcus Cooper got there first. As Colquitt dejectedly walks off the field. Junior Hemingway upset with himself. As Orton and company will take over from the 20.
Cooper played it very well. Look right there. Foot on the line. I think they probably would have said it was a touchback at that point. But then when Hemingway slides in with it, it's a done deal.
So inside of 4 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Coming up, the Verizon halftime report will send you to New York. JB, Tony, Bart, Boomer, and Coach Cowher with all the latest scores and highlights. Guys will also have a preview of Thursday Night Football on NFL Network, all next on the Verizon halftime report. Bryce Brown back in the game, across the 25, close to the 30, and close to another Bills first down. Took Allen Bailey for a piggyback ride. As the clock continues to run, we come up on 3 minutes left. And what a turnaround it's been, Solomon, for Buffalo. They stumbled out of the gates, and since the quarterback change, really the defining moment in the early coaching tenure of Doug Marrone, and they haven't looked back.
Yeah, after that Houston game, made the decision to give Kyle Orton the starting quarterback position over the younger E.J. Manuel, and you can see the team has won 3 of their last 4.
Dixon! Like a fire hydrant, a pinball bouncing around, positive yardage, 5 yards right up the middle.
Now, with C.J. Spiller out, you're still going to need to spell Fred Jackson from time to time. And Anthony Dixon is a guy that came over in free agency, had been with the San Francisco 49ers, was a really good short yardage and goal line back, but Doug Marrone believes he can be even more within this offense.
Marrone told us on Friday he's a lot more athletic than he thought. The former 6th-round pick of the Niners back in 2010. Orton's second down pass is caught. That's Watkins. 7 yards across the 40, and enough for a Buffalo first down.
You know, Watkins is a guy that they talked about it all week. He may not play and tweak the groin. Well, you know, and Doug Marrone told us that he'd been playing with this groin injury, even though he's had over 100 yards receiving in each of their last 2 games. So it was never a doubt in Doug Marrone's mind that he was going to have the presence of Sammy Watkins on the field today.
First catch for the rookie. 10-3 Buffalo as we reach the 2-minute warning. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Oh, look who's made an appearance. The sun peeking through the steely gray overcast skies here in Buffalo. Final 2 minutes before halftime, 10-3 Bills. Spiro Dita, Solomon Wilcox, rest of our CBS crew. This is 1st and 10. Orton from the gun. Short pass on a slant over the middle. Woods across the 45, brought down at the 46. Hussein Abdullah, the 60-year safety, able to make the tackle. So 2 5-3 teams, both a game out of first place in their respective divisions. Bills game back of the Patriots in the East, and the Chiefs 1 game back of the Broncos in the West. Long pass overthrown by Orton, intended for Brown on the little go route up the sideline. Houston was there on the coverage, Solomon, doing a little bit of everything.
Excellent coverage by Justin Houston. We know he leads the league with 12 sacks, but when you can cover like that, I think it speaks to your overall versatility. Now, inside 2 minutes to go. 2 timeouts for the Buffalo Bills on 3rd down. Got to convert here, but knowing you have those timeouts in your pocket, the entire playbook is open to you.
Bills have struggled on 3rd down of the season. They've been very good today. You see their number there with 94 seconds left before halftime. Fred Jackson, not fully healthy, still on the sideline. Here's Brown. Gets some extra reps, unable to break the tackle. What a play by Allen Bailey. So a 3 and out after the stoppage. And Doug Marrone and company will have to punt it. Chiefs will stop the clock and plenty of time to do something when we come back. So Buffalo able to get the early 1st down on that last possession, and they stall out. Now Schmidt punting it away, trying to put it back inside the 10. Thomas going to play it. Breaks a tackle across the 5. Steady step on the cutback, and he is buried at the 7. Corey Graham, who has been flying all over the place on special teams on the tackle. Penalty flag down at the 22.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 52, the receiving team. Half the distance to the goal. 1st down.
That's James Michael Johnson on the penalty.
Yeah, right there. You say, well, you didn't hit him in the back. Well, you didn't have to hit him like that because he was nowhere close to the action, and it was basically right after the play it ended. Hurt your football team when you do bonehead plays like that.
So Alex Smith back onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining. Minute 15 to play in a 7-point game. Coming up, the Verizon halftime report. We'll send you to New York. Guys will have a preview of Thursday Night Football coming up on NFL Network. The Verizon halftime report is next. Bills coming on a blitz. Charles on 1st down. Across the 10, out to the 11. And 1st down marker at just inside the 15-yard line. A run of 8. Chiefs allowing the clock to continue to run. Looks like they're going to play it safely here. Solomon and just try to get off the field down 7.
Based on where they began the possession, down inside their own 10-yard line. That's why to get the drive started, you just hand it off and see what you get.
Charles across the 10, able to move the chains. 1st down run, tackled by Keith Rivers, the backup outside linebacker.
Yeah, the thinking here is if you do have to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a 1st down or drive for a score, considering how deep you are in your own territory, if you have to give it up, you know what, you run out of time and take it in at halftime and regroup.
Well, Buffalo had a couple of timeouts that they decided to sit on, as they will take a 7-point lead into the halftime locker room. Early postseason implications here in week number 10. 2 5-3 teams doing battle in very cold conditions here in Western New York. Halftime 10-3, Buffalo in front. We'll be back with the Verizon halftime report after this message and a word from your local station. Just about ready for the start of the second half. 10-3 Buffalo back in front as we welcome you back to the NFL on CBS. Spiro Dita, Salman Wilcox in our booth. Salman, we expected 2 very good defenses to take center stage. That's exactly what we've seen so far. They've both gotten to the quarterback, specifically Buffalo. Multiple sacks so far of Alex Smith. What can Andy Reid do maybe with his play calling to neutralize that pass rush?
There's a lot of ways to run the football in the National Football League. You can throw it, but you throw it behind the line of scrimmage with some of the bubble screens. You have to have some of the draws, the screens, quick slants behind that. Get the ball out of the hands of your quarterback very quickly before the pass rush can get to Alex Smith. I think that's the only way that you can really neutralize this pass rush and still get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Well, 2 5-3 teams, each a game out of first place in their respective divisions. Alex Smith and the Chiefs, game back of Peyton Manning in Denver in the West. And Buffalo one back in the loss column of New England in the AFC East as we take a look at those first half stats. Dan Carpenter, the 26-yard field goal to tack on those final 3 points for Buffalo, and that is where we stand 10-3 with the Bills set to receive. You see the sun trying to poke through the overcast sky here in Buffalo. Temperatures right around 40 degrees. Feels a lot colder than that down on the field with that swirling wind that is always a factor in Buffalo. Hard hitting continues. Across the 20 as Kyle Orton making only his 5th start for Doug Marrone and Buffalo back onto the field. You see his rating. Solomon, what did you see from Orton in the first half?
So I saw him get off to a really good start where he completed 5 of his first 6 passes. He then went 0 for 6 after that, and that's why the quarterback rating is below where he would want. Typically, you want your quarterback rating in the 90s or above.
Delayed handoff, draw play. This is Dixon. Good first down pickup for the Bills. First down and more right in front of the Chiefs sideline. Keep in mind, if you just joined us, Fred Jackson was a question mark this week with a groin injury. We expected to see Dixon today as he starts the third quarter.
Well, this is one creative way for the Bills to manufacture some rush yards. They actually pulled the line one way, but they were able to motion a blocker in front of Dixon.
Fred Jackson, Solomon, only a couple of rushes in the first half, so Dixon is the guy, at least at the start of this third quarter. You wonder what Jackson's status is. There he is on that Buffalo sideline.
Well, you know he's less than 100%, and he's an Iron Man for these Buffalo Bills. The fact that he's suiting up and playing today, I think, speaks to his character and his toughness. But as you take a look at Doug Marrone, who's calling the plays, he thought that Anthony Dixon could give him something in the run game today.
Dixon, who they signed back in March, former 6th-round pick of the Niners. First 4 years of his career with San Francisco. 2nd and 4 from outside the 40. Short pass from Orton. This is Hogan who had the early touchdown catch. Out past the 45, forced out right at the first down marker. It is enough as the Bills move the chains.
And just like we saw in the early portion of the first half, the Bills offense come out in the second half with some sense of chemistry, some sense of rhythm in terms of a plan and how to attack this Kansas City Chiefs defense.
Bryce Brown's third-year runner, Kansas State product, onto the field to give Dixon a blow.
Right. 22 right. Down. Lady. Split up.
Orton, slant pass over the middle from Woods, makes the catch. Inside Kansas City territory, 9 more yards through the air from Orton.
This is one of those plays. Look how they see Chandler's on the outside. It clears out space for Woods to come over the top, underneath in the slant route. Just a really nice throw from Orton. Very small window, but he's able to execute on the pass play.
Brown still on the field. Brown, a former player for Andy Reid in Philadelphia. Watkins with only his 2nd catch. First down for the rookie. Top of the charts for rookie wide receivers in the NFL. 4th with 38 receptions entering the day. 1st in yardage now as he's up over 600 for the season.
He's gotten really hot as of late. You can see now the pass distribution. Starting to get the ball on the perimeter to the wide receivers. I think that's where you have to be able to earn a living as a quarterback in the NFL. Can't just dump it off the backs and tight end.
Play action from Orton on 1st and 10. Throwing end zone. It is incomplete. Watkins was covered step for step by Ron Parker, the safety. And you wonder where this defense would be, Solomon, without Parker, who's had to fill in for the injured Eric Berry.
Yeah, take a look. See how he stacks the route? In other words, he's able to widen Watkins. Watkins not able to get over the top and get back inside to make the catch on the football. Excellent coverage of cutting off a much faster Sammy Watkins.
Parker making his 8th start today. There's Watkins, a question mark with that groin injury. Berry, by the way, of course, returned from his 5-game absence last week. is playing in a reserve role as Hogan, who has been one of their top targets, makes another catch 5 yards along that far side.
Yeah, Sammy Watkins has become red hot as of late. Obviously, he was the first wide receiver taken in the 2014 draft, but you can see where he ranks top 5 amongst all rookies when it comes to receptions, receiving yards, and the ability to find the end zone, where he's ranked tied for first with 5 touchdown receptions coming into today.
Well, one thing Kyle Orton told us on Friday, said that Watkins catches everything with his hands, nothing against his body, as those two have very quickly built some incredible chemistry. 3rd and 5, it's caught again. Watkins, 9 yards and a Buffalo first down.
You mentioned chemistry. This is on cue. Back shoulder throw. Watch as he turns around. Ball's right on top of him. And he plucks it with his hands where only he could get it. Parker didn't have a chance. That's just an excellent catch. By the time he turned around, Spiro, the ball was halfway to him. He didn't get a chance to see the ball leave the hands of the quarterback, and that tells you about his excellent hand-eye coordination.
9th play of the drive, 1st and 10. Short pass. This is Brown. Across the 20. Close to another first down at the 17-yard line, and the officials signal first down Bills.
Doug Marrone using his running backs, whether it's Fred Jackson, Anthony Dixon, and now Bryce Brown, to catch the ball out of the backfield. You're going to see him do more of that. If I'm Kansas City, I'm starting to clue in on how Doug Marrone are using these running backs. When Dixon's in, they're going to pound the run game. He's not going to catch it so much coming out of the backfield as when Bryce Brown is back here.
Orton is 6 of 7 on the drive. 1st and 10. Here's Dixon. Wide body trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Kansas City's defense holding. You saw Marrone on the sideline. He comes from that Sean Payton school. Was, of course, formerly Payton's offensive coordinator, Solomon, in New Orleans. Was there when, of course, Drew Brees really catapulted his career, went to the next level, and that aggressive style of play calling he's brought with him here to Buffalo.
There's no doubt about it, and it's not lost on Doug Marrone that Kyle Orton was coached by Joe Tiller, the same coach at Purdue University who coached Drew Brees there as well.
6 degrees of separation. Here is Brown into the end zone and lost the football. And the officials signal touchback. Unbelievable. Wow. Kansas City will get it back. Brown appeared to be in for the touchdown and lost it at the last instant.
Just before he crossed the goal line. And there's the fumble there. But watch, Scott Chandler had a chance to recover for a touchdown there. It goes out of the back of the end zone. It's going to be ruled a touchback. Forced fumble by Ron Parker, stripping it away from Bryce Brown.
Oh, an awfully impressive drive for the Bills to start the 3rd quarter. Ends in a fumble by Bryce Brown in the end zone. So Alex Smith and company onto the field, 1st and 10 from the 20. Jamal Charles across the 30. First down, catch and run, 13 yards as we go back to the fumble, and as good a defensive play, Solomon, as you'll see from Ron Parker.
Look at that karate chop, knocking the ball out of the hands of Bryce Brown. Number 84, the tight end, Scott Chandler. He's going to hustle. He's going to have an opportunity to recover this. This would have been the first rushing touchdown allowed by the Chiefs defense all season long, but is all for naught due to the hustle and head-up play by Ron Parker, forcing the fumble.
An 11-play, 71-yard drive stalls. 4th career fumble lost by Brown. That pass from Smith overthrown, intended for Bo. And now Kansas City trying to capitalize, Solomon, as they desperately search for points.
And we've already said some of the things we talked about at halftime, Spiro, in terms of what they have to do. Throw the ball. Sometimes you can throw it behind the line of scrimmage. We saw him getting it over to Jamal Charles. He was able to pick up the first down on the first catch, and in that one, going for the quick pass, Alex Smith overthrew his intended receiver.
2nd and 10 from the 32. Smith on far side, incomplete. Off the hands of Hemingway, the Michigan product. It'll be 3rd and long coming up.
Hemingway has struggled to haul the ball in from time to time. Well-designed play. Look, He's matched up against a linebacker in space. He had a chance to catch it. He just drops this one. We've seen him do this before, Spiro. They're going to keep giving him opportunities. He's got to be able to haul it in. Now they're facing 3rd and 10. Advantage pass rush for the Buffalo Bills.
All kinds of pre-snap movement. Alex Smith pointing towards Buffalo. Our referee today is Brad Allen, one of our rookie referees in the NFL.
Neutral zone infraction, number 55, defense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Jerry Hughes saying he got into that neutral zone and forced the offensive linemen, who are already jittery because of this very quick and fast pass rush from the Bills.
Well, Hughes had the sack earlier. One of the most underrated defenders for Jim Schwartz here at Buffalo. 3rd and 5 after the penalty from the 37.
This is where you could get a bubble screen for the trip side.
Smith under pressure. They get to him again. Marcel Darius. And this Buffalo defense continues to pin its ears back and get after Smith.
Oh, they come pouring in. Marcel Darius. It's just really a collective. There's Darius here, but watch the collection of pass rushers. See, they just kind of entrap him in the pocket. No one gets out of their rush lane. They completely collapse the pocket in and around Alex Smith. Nowhere to go with the football because there was excellent coverage on the back end.
8th sack of the season for Darius, the Pro Bowler. 3rd sack of Smith today. Colquitt with a booming punt. Fielded by McKelvin inside his 15. McKelvin, nifty little run out past the 20. Ahead to the 23-yard line. After a 55-yard punt. Buffalo's defense getting off the field. Their lead at 7. Low-scoring affair in Buffalo, 10-3 Bills in front as we come up on 8 to play in this 5th quarter. Bryce Brown, who had the fumble just a couple of minutes ago. 1st down run, 13 yards on the ground.
How
able
about
to move
that?
the chains.
Yeah, Doug Marrone goes right back to Bryce Brown. You fumble, hey, we're going to trust you with the football. Give it back to you. Hold it high and tight, clearly securing the football with 2 arms wrapped around it is Bryce Brown.
Brown across the field from Andy Reid, who we mentioned earlier, played for in Philly. 1st and 10 out past the 35. This is Dixon. Bouncing right, finds the edge. Another 1st down. Dixon still going. Taking tacklers on his back. 1st down and a lot more. 28 yards from Booby Dixon.
This is what you want to do. You want to do a block down, and then over the top is how you want to be able to get the runner to the edge. They did a wonderful job of sealing the edge for Anthony Dixon. That's some athleticism for a big guy, isn't it?
Well, Marrone told us Friday he was a lot more athletic than he thought he was. Putting his talents on display on that one. A little extra pushing after the whistle. Lee Smith and Tamaha Lee getting tangled up, and now look out. Officials quickly separate the 2. Boy, Ali was hot. There's Allen Bailey.
This offensive line for the Bills getting it going in the run game. There's Tamaha Lee, 91. Little hand fighting. Lots of hand fighting. Number 85, Lee Smith.
Second and 8 after the run from Dixon. Bills keep it on the ground. Dixon again inside the 30. Bills needing to get to the 25 for the 1st down. 5 yards from Dixon. Well, the CBS Sports app now has the fastest scores. Download it today and be the first to get your football updates and scores right on your phone. No official word yet from the Bills sideline on Fred Jackson's status. We have yet to see Jackson so far in this third quarter, dealing with that groin injury, and now right on cue, Jackson is on the field on a 3rd and short from the 28. Play action, Orton throwing right, short pass to the tight end, Chandler. Right at the first down marker. Looks like he'll have it. First down, Buffalo.
Oh, that was a well-designed play. The way they were able to get Scott Chandler open, coming clear from the other side off of play action. See, Chandler's going to come here, but look, the run game and everyone gets you going that way as they slip Chandler out on the backside. Once he gets beyond Tamaha Lee, look, Hussein Abdullah can't get there in time to prevent the first down.
Here's Jackson, first carry of the third quarter. Allen Bailey getting there first. Nice push for the Chiefs up front. As Jackson returned to practice this week, only 1 game missed. They had the luxury of the bye week to get him some extra rest as he hurt that groin against the Vikings back in week 7.
And now he's coming out, but we see it, both teams came in struggling to really get the run game going already in the game today. The Buffalo Bills now over 100 yards rushing as a team using a trio of backs today.
Brown back on the field. Little screen pass. This is Brown inside the 15. A force down at the 11. Catch and run, 13 yards, and another Buffalo first down.
It's just, they recognize man-to-man coverage. Look, he's going to escape here, and then Houston has to pill off, but he's not fast enough to cover Bryce Brown in space. And see, they have a little rub screen from Sammy Watkins getting in the way of Justin Houston, and they're able to get Bryce Brown on the edge of the defense for an excellent play, but well designed by Doug Marrone.
8th play of the drive, 1st and 10, little shuffle pass, Brown again, inside the 5, and barely gotten around the ankles from the back by Kurt Coleman, a 5th-year safety. Otherwise, Brown was in for 6.
I gotta tell you, Doug Marrone, he's using these running backs to really jumpstart this offense. Look, little shovel pass underneath to Bryce Brown. Come underneath and look at the tackle by Kurt Coleman. Excellent job saving the touchdown.
What does Marrone dial up here on 2nd and 2, needing to get to the 1? Orton looks left, looks right, flushed out, throws end zone. It is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Chandler, who was well covered. Eric Berry, Justin Houston were there. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Well, look, he's going to look everywhere. He comes clear back to the other side after he's able to roll out. He understands he cannot take a sack in this situation. See, he looks to his left, now he looks to his right, and then you roll out. Gives you the ability to throw it away or try to hit a receiver in coverage, but you cannot take the sack, can't take a loss on the play.
A look at the total yardage since halftime. All Buffalo. End zone incomplete. Over the outstretched arm of Robert Woods. And here comes Carpenter for the field goal.
Well, he's just going to throw this high where only his guy can get it at the back of the end zone. Thought Woods was covered. Tamaha Lee and Houston have done a good job of sort of disrupting, I should say, the passing lanes for Kyle Orton today.
So Buffalo with a couple of chances missed to really get some distance on the scoreboard. Carpenter will try to bang it in from 21. It is good. Kansas City's defense bending, able to get off, hold him to 3 as Carpenter bangs in his 2nd field goal. Tonight, 60 Minutes goes to the Ebola hot zone to see how the Americans fighting the outbreak are doing. Plus, actor Steve Carell tonight, only CBS. Spiro Dita, Salman Wilcox, rest of our CBS crew, Ralph Wilson Stadium in frigid Buffalo. We've had some late precipitation, swirling winds, and a low-scoring defensive battle. Just what we expected. Oh, can Alex Smith get this team into the end zone? They're down 10. Well, a Kansas City team that came in today red-hot, winners of 5 of 6, including 3 straight. They have run into a defensive buzzsaw till this point. Down 10, late stages, 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, this is Charles. Crosses the 20, ahead to the 21, maybe 22. Salma, you talked about how critical it was for the Bills to take an early lead, which would allow them to dial up the pressure, and that has really made it difficult for Alex Smith.
Well, yeah, and you can see by the quarterback rating there in that situation where he's got to drop back and throw. The pass rush is hot and heavy, and his average quarterback rating in the 3 losses this year, right around 60%.
Second and 9, play action, Smith, near side, it's caught. Dwayne Bowe right at the first down marker. Appears to have enough, no signal yet, and now they say first down, Kansas City.
Oh, this is just a well-timed route. Back shoulder throw. One of the most difficult to defend for Leotis McKelvin and any other corner in the league. If you don't disrupt the timing of the receiver's release at the line of scrimmage, that's like 7-on-7 in practice. It's too easy for the quarterback and receiver to make the completion.
We asked Andy Reid yesterday about Dwayne Bowe, who last season had his worst statistical year for a full season, right at the prime of his career, and said, he's loved Dwayne Bowe. He's done everything we've asked, and we continue to throw the football to him, and they do right here. Bowe with the catch. 9 yards to the air. And Reid had a funny line. He says that we throw it to Bowe in dirty areas, in the manhood areas.
Yeah, like this, because you're getting banged around by Leotis McKelvin. Look, he's got to fight for space. He's got to fight for the ball, and then defenders pounding him. Nigel Bradham, Leotis McKelvin, those are the dirty yards. Not clean, not pretty, just effective, very blue collar.
You see Bowe's numbers, his 5th catch as he approaches 60 yards. Second and short, fake handoff, Smith trying to lunge for it. It was very close, needed to get right to the 40.
How about that? We get a little read option.
They do say Kansas City first down.
Yeah, we get a read option from Alex Smith. And if it weren't for the safety, Aaron Williams coming down to defend, watch it, 23, see read option? It was the right read because 94, the defensive end, crashed in. They didn't count on the safety replacing the defensive end to take the quarterback on the read option. Very well defended.
First and 10, Smith looking downfield. No choice but to throw it out of bounds. That pressure was coming eventually. Manny Lawson coming from the blind side. And one thing about Smith, Solomon, he just doesn't make very many mistakes. Only 4 picks all season.
Now you look around, you survey, and you tell me if Alex Smith has anywhere to go. 4-man rush. That means 7 to defend against every receiver. And look, every single guy is covered. They got them all covered, particularly to that side of the field. And so you can get after the quarterback with 4 guys and cover with 7, making life very difficult for Alex Smith.
Second and 10. Smith hesitated, throwing, and it is caught. Dwayne Bowe right on the sideline. 12-yard pass play and a Kansas City first down.
All I can say is wow, because there was no room to throw this ball. Tight roping the sideline there in between both defenders. Look at that. You got 2 defenders there. They thought they had it well defended. Alex Smith dared to throw the ball in that tight window, and he makes the completion.
Textbook play by Bowe, the foot placement, leaving no doubt for the officials as that takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 10-point lead for the Bills. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Start of the 4th quarter, 10-point lead, but Kansas City is threatening for the first time since the first half. As we welcome you back to Buffalo, Spiro Dita, Solomon Wilcots, our entire CBS crew. Kansas City Chiefs, a team that started the year 0-2. They've won 5 of 6, 3 straight, trying to keep pace with Denver in the AFC West. A game back in the standings. First and 10, Smith airs it out, near side, it's incomplete. Solomon, take us back to that last play of the 3rd quarter, the pass by Smith to Bowe.
Yeah, let's go ahead and show it to you. Here's going to show you that tight window. Alex Smith has to throw this ball. See, take a look here. Now, you tell me if you can make that throw in between the safety and the corner for a first down, because McKelvin's right up under it. The safety's coming over the top, tight roping the sideline to make that completion. Great accuracy on the nerves of a pet burglar. for Alex Smith to tip that pass and still get it in there.
Bo putting himself together a pretty good day. 10 targets. He has been the catalyst. Bills coming at the blitz. Chiefs trying to pick it up, but then they get him right up the gut. Jerry Hughes with his second sack.
Wow. They are hunting for quarterbacks. They force you into third and long. Look, he's going to stunt and come underneath. See how he comes underneath, spins his way to the quarterback. They send everyone upfield, and Hughes is able to stunt, what we call come right around underneath after the lane had opened up. Clear path to the quarterback. 4 sacks on the day for this Bills defense.
Second for Hughes, who started the day 15th in the league in sacks. 4th time they've gotten to Smith. 3rd and 16. Smith over the middle, near side. Bo has it. Right at the first down marker, and he's got it.
He does it again, Sparrow.
Incredible pass by Smith. And an even better catch. Now, did he have enough for the first down? No signal yet. They needed to get to the 38. We'll see where they mark it.
Take a look at this throw. Defenders all in the area. And right now, Smith is, look at that. Tight window right over the outstretched hands of the defender, number 37, Kyle Orton, right in front of Stephon Gilmore.
They didn't get it. They need a yard. 4th down. They roll the dice. Pitch to Charles. He's got the first down. Charles to the 20. No one's going to get to Charles, and he is in. Andy Reid rolling the dice. Charles busts it in from 41, and Kansas City into the end zone for the first time today.
You just love both of these coaches. They go for broke. This play's either going to work or it's not. And then watch. Look, that's going to be Manny Lawson coming there, and then the ball is going to be pitched. And once the defensive end comes crashing down, 88 and out the gate for Jamal Charles. The speed and agility to get to the second level can't keep him from getting to the end zone.
6th rushing touchdown of the season for Charles. Kansas City's all-time leading rusher. Point after from Santos is through, and a brand new football game in Buffalo. Alex Smith driving him down the field, and Charles, the electric runner, doing the rest. Well, 2014 marks the NFL's 4th annual Salute to Service Military Appreciation Campaign. The effort honors veteran and active duty service men and women and their families. Earlier today at halftime, a great scene here, an oath reaffirmation ceremony taking place on field for 50 soldiers through the New York National Guard. Visit NFL.com/salute. Learn more about the league's Salute to Service platform. And we salute our servicemen and women serving here and around the world. As we continue here, Jamal Charles, 41-yard touchdown run. As Kansas City's kick team getting down the field, they get him. As Goodwin runs it across the 20, and they will have it from the 21 in a 3-point game. Andy Reid rolling the dice on 4th and 1. Charles with a long touchdown run. Oh, it's certainly gotten a little quieter in here after the Charles 41-yard touchdown run cut the Bills' lead to 3. 1st and 10. This is Brown. Across the 30. First down, Bills and more. Brown forced out of bounds after a pickup of 15 yards. So Solomon, the last 2 drives for Buffalo, they've gone 11 plays, 71 and 73 yards respectively, and they've only gotten 3 points to show for it.
Yeah, one was the fumble out of the back of the end zone by Bryce Brown. Now remember, Doug Marrone is from the school of Sean Payton. He's going to keep his foot on the gas pedal, continue to be aggressive in his play call.
1st and 10 from the 37. Orton over the middle. It's caught. The rookie Watkins stiff arming and runs out of bounds a couple of yards short of the first down marker. Chris Owens runs him out. So Kyle Orton, in only his 5th start since taking over for E.J. Manuel, leading into Week 5. Trying to move them down the field.
And I think if you're Doug Marrone, you can afford to continue to be aggressive in your play calling because you have a wide receiving crew that's got speed on the perimeter, more so than what the Kansas City Chiefs have at their skill position. Watkins, Woods, Marquise Goodwin, they can go deep.
Second and short. Orton feeling the pressure. Incomplete. Closest man to that pass was Watkins. It'll be 3rd and 2 coming up. Week 10 continues around the NFL later today on Fox. Tonight, Sunday Night Football on NBC. And tomorrow, our friends on ESPN bringing you Monday Night Football, Philly and Carolina, and an 8:30 Eastern Time kick. What does Doug Marrone elect to do here? You see what the Bills have done today, 50% conversion rate on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Orton from the gun. Trying to buy some time. Orton's going to lunge for it. I don't think he got it. Needed to get to the 47. It appears to be inches short.
Let's take a look and see if Kyle Orton is looking down the field, because watch, he's got Hogan coming wide open right there. Wide open. Got yourself a big play when your receiver is wide open over the middle of the field.
Officials bringing out the chains crew. From our vantage point, he appears to be about 6 inches short.
That's what the pass rush will do. Force the quarterback to take his vision from downfield, and then you start watching the pass rush.
Solomon, we saw Andy Reid go for it. Any thought here for Doug Marrone? What do you do?
I don't think you start chasing points. And now I would go ahead and punt it and play the battle of field position. But remember, we said he's a very aggressive play caller, cut in the mold of a Sean Payton. And many coaches believe that going for it on 4th down, you have a better percentage of converting those 4th and inches, especially, than you would say 3rd and medium.
We'll see if they elect to run a play here or just try to draw them off sides. You see what the Bills have done on 4th down this season. Solomon talked about the aggressive style of Marrone. We'll see what he calls here. 4th and inches.
And they got him. They weren't going to snap it, and they got him.
Kevin Vickerson came across. Did he get drawn off sides? And he did.
Offense, number 66. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
They're saying Chantrell Henderson, the right tackle, they're saying that he moved. I thought the hard count got him. This is very interesting. I don't know. I didn't see. I saw him. I didn't see any movement. Let's see if 66. He moves. Oh, little flinch. There was a flinch. There was a flinch from Henderson. He's the rookie tackle out of Miami, 7th round pick, who's played really well for Doug Marrone's offensive line. But let's watch that knee. There you go, right there. There was a bit, and then see there's a second flinch. Now, I guess we can call that movement, but wow, that's asking a lot for an offensive lineman not to be able to even flinch.
Boy, what a turning point that is. As Henderson, the rookie, the 7th round pick, a starter, called for the false start. Schmitz upon the way. Thomas playing it from inside the 5. Run out of bounds short of the 10. And a very difficult starting position for Alex Smith as these fans let the officials know what they think about that last call. Timeout. Kansas City pinned back deep in their own territory. 1st and 10 from just past the 5. Charles on the ground, taking on a hit close to the 10. And Solomon, Anthony Thomas's decision to play that last punt, a huge mistake for the Chiefs.
You got to let it go. You can't field the punt on your own 2-yard line. You let it go out of the back of the end zone and improve your field position. Look, he only returns about and goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line. So poor decision by the rookie player, DeAnthony Thomas.
Injured Buffalo defender being looked at. Early break, early 4th in a 3-point game. Jarius Wynn helped off the field, a knee injury. He's been such a critical part of that defensive line rotation. And just the look on his face, the body language, you certainly don't like if you're a Bills fan. 2nd and 8, just outside the 10. blocker comes in late. Marcel Darius had the sack earlier. That's the 5th time that they get to Smith.
Illegal use of the hands by hands to the face, number 75, offense. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
That's Mike McGlynn, whom they signed right at the end of the preseason.
Well, watch the pressure, the blitz coming off the right side. See, they have to slide the line, and that's what frees up Marcel Darius. McGlynn had to come off because they slid everything to the right. It opened up a path for Marcel Darius to come away with the sack. They're starting to blitz Alex Smith.
A career season for Darius continues. 3rd and 13. Smith blitzed over the middle. Bow lost his footing at the 13. And Kansas City will punt.
Nora Cersei was blitzing from the other side, and they bring Bow clear from one side to the other in the area where Cersei had vacated. They're able to make the completion, but not enough on the gain to pick up a 1st down.
And Solomon, again, you have to go back to the decision from the rookie Thomas to play that punt.
Yes.
Really put them behind the 8 ball. Colquitt on to punt, with Kelvin standing back at his own 35. Good looking punt from Colquitt, McKelvin from the 30. And he's going backwards, lost the football! No signal yet! Kansas City has it! Anthony Sherman falling on the football. And the Chiefs take it back.
So we had bad mistakes on punt returns, one by DeAnthony Thomas, and then now by Leotis McKelvin. Just doesn't secure the football. Look, first guy to him is going to get the tackle, Albert Wilson, and then there's the ball coming out. And recovered by Anthony Sherman. And I think this is going to be ruled a fumble. Looked like that ball started to come out before he was down by contact.
Automatic review on all turnovers. So they will take a look at this up here in the replay booth and back in the replay headquarters in New York.
And the fans here don't even sound.
Oh, the Leotis McKelvin fumble confirmed. Kansas City taking over possession, and now a short field. Down 3 with under 10 minutes left in the 4th. What a turn of events.
Yeah, exactly what the Kansas City Chiefs needed. And now they have a chance to seize the momentum along with the lead.
DeAnthony Thomas lines up in the backfield. They fake to him, hand to Charles, inside the 20, 10. 1st down burst, tackled by Preston Brown. So Charles, who had the 41-yard touchdown run earlier, gets 18 and another 1st down.
This is just excellent. Watch, they come up the field here, but then he's able to slip it right underneath. Take a look. Coming right underneath. They leave Mario Williams unblocked. He literally ran himself out of the play by way of the fake.
What an enormous fumble that turns out to be. Buffalo had everything in their favor. Field position, momentum, and suddenly Kansas City threatening. Fake handoff, Swift's gonna run it inside the 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City! And the Chiefs back in front.
We said it. He knows how to win football games. Ever so conservative, and then seizing the moment. Here's this Reid right there. You come crashing down, you pull the ball out on the Reid option. So Manny Lawson, and look at the block by Anthony Fasano on the defensive back. He just has one guy to beat it. Alex Smith is courageous enough, talented enough to beat the one defender to the end zone.
So Alex Smith, who is 8-3 as a road starter for Kansas City, gets the Chiefs their first lead today. What a gutsy 8-yard run for Smith. Ball out to Vic Santos is good. Alex Smith taking advantage of the McKelvin fumble. sneaking it in from 8 yards out. You're watching the NFL on CBS. 45-16. What a run by Alex Smith. 8 yards. Kansas City with 14 unanswered points if you've just joined us, as they have taken their first lead today with just under 9 minutes left.
Marquise Goodwin provided the fumble, the turnover to set up the touchdown run from the quarterback Alex Smith.
Special teams has been critical. Santos beats it away. Buffalo's going to play it with Goodwin from his own goal line. Bring it down short of the 20. Sam will take us back to the touchdown run from Smith.
Well, the reason why they call it a read option is because he's going to read the end man on the line of scrimmage. And then if he comes down, all he'll do is pull it, and he'll keep it himself because there's a free lane going to the outside of the defense. And that's what Manny Lawson did. He came crashing down. Alex Smith pulled the ball out, and he was able to score. But what set it up was this play here. Leodis McKelvin returning the punt, fumbles the football. It's recovered by Anthony Sherman, setting up the touchdown run. One man's trash, another man's treasure. You give the ball away, Alex Smith will turn it into points.
Bills trainer's out looking at an injured Buffalo player. Looks like it's Goodwin who returned that kick a moment ago. 8:53 to play. Simon, you can't overstate the importance of this game, certainly for both teams, but maybe more so for Buffalo. You look at their December schedule, it is brutal.
It sure is.
They're sitting at 5-3. You know, everything is good at this point, but this game, any home game at this point, so critical for them as they try to slide into that early playoff conversation.
Yeah, well, you got, what, 11 teams in the AFC with a record of 500 or better.
Exactly.
You know it's going to be crowded when you talk about vying for a wild card spot. You better get some wins in November, because look at this is Murderer's Row. Critical final stretch in the month of December at Denver, at Oakland, at New England. Then you got Aaron Rodgers coming to town in the month of December. 3 of your final 4 games are against the likes of Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Aaron Rodgers. You get the sense that the Bills need to start stacking up some of those wins in the month of November.
A Goodwin, a guy who's been hampered by an assortment of injuries, very gingerly walking to the sideline. 1st and 10. What kind of answer does Orton have here? Down for the first time today. Little screen pass. That's Brown out of the backfield. Darts up the sideline. 1st down. Pickup of 12 as Buffalo moves the chains.
Now we're talking about Bryce Brown being terrific in terms of running the football. Right now he's leading the Bills with 6 receptions in the game. He's clearly wide open coming out of the backfield, and Kyle Orton's taking advantage of it.
Orton from the shotgun. This is 1st and 10. Orton throwing near side, just throws it out. So 2nd and 10. Fred Jackson actually caught it on the sideline. If you've just joined us, Jackson was a question mark. Sami clearly not himself, nursing that groin injury, and so it's been Dixon and Bryce Brown, the workhorses.
Here you see the pass distribution. Brown's been phenomenal, running the football and catching it coming out of the backfield. How about Hogan? Kind of came out of nowhere and has a touchdown reception going all the way back to the first quarter.
2nd and 10, over the middle, it's caught, that's Riggs. Kansas City, the #1 scoring defense, Solomon, in the 4th quarter. They've allowed the fewest points in the 4th quarter this season, as Johnson makes the play over the middle.
You kind of know, and you expect that from a well-coached team. Andy Reid's team knows it's going to be a 4-quarter fight. They're going to stay in it, keep chipping away. We've seen Alex Smith continue to chip away, make critical plays at critical moments, and you get the sense that the team that could protect the football and convert on 3rd downs could emerge the winner.
3rd and 8 from just inside the 35. Orton has time over the middle. Chandler's got the 1st down. Just short of the 45. Late penalty comes in right behind the play, and this one could be coming back.
Pass interference, offense number 84. 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
It's on Chandler.
It's on Chandler. He's going to be the guy coming. Here he is, right in here. Does he push off right there? See him push off on Abdullah? Number 39, there was clear in terms of the push-off to create separation.
And a 3rd and 18 now that Orton and this offense are faced with. Clock continues to run. We come up on 7 minutes left. Here comes the Chiefs. Orton under duress. Near side, it's caught. Hogan has it. He is about a yard short of the first down marker. 17 yards. And now decision time for Doug Marrone.
Yeah, this is the same kind of throw we saw Alex Smith make earlier on the 7th cut to Hogan. And he can't hit that first down marker. Watch Eric Berry come clean it up. Just as he's trying to hit that first down marker, they were able to turn him back just inches away.
Marrone is not going to gamble here. He'll send out his punt team. Still plenty of time left. All 3 timeouts. Solomon, any issue with that decision?
No, it's plenty of time. You got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're only down by 4. You don't want to go chasing it. And I think it's going to be critical. Now, if you've got one of those fake punts in your back pocket by way of alignment, if they give you a clear path to convert it and call it, I think that's how you go about doing it.
Well, the question this week with Buffalo at 5-3 and off to the surprising start, is this a true contender in the AFC behind Orton and behind this vaunted defense? 7 of the biggest minutes of their season here at home, down 4 to the Chiefs. Here's Schmidt, boots it away with his right leg. Thomas signals fair catch, and it's going to take a Buffalo bounce inside the 5. Next Sunday, the NFL on CBS rolls into your living room with regional action. Some of you will see the Broncos take on the Rams. Others will see the Bengals and the Saints or the Raiders in San Diego to take on the Chargers. Check your local listings. Party starts with JB, Tony, Bart, and Coach and Boomer on the NFL Today. 56-yard punt by Schmidt. And now Smith inside his own 5 with under 7 minutes left. Charles. Tough, hard-fought yardage. Across the 5. Forward progress takes him to the 6. As these two defenses really licking their chops, Solomon, this time of the game. We mentioned Kansas City, #1 scoring defense in the 4th. Buffalo right behind them.
And Arizona, we know they're one of the best, but when it gets down to it in the 4th quarter, Buffalo, Kansas City, they get real stingy.
Second and 7. Charles approaching the century mark, getting to the 10. And Solomon, he started awfully quiet. Did not have a single positive yardage over his first 5 carries. But now he's just under 100.
But he's been able to rip off a couple of long ones, a 39-yarder for a touchdown. Andy Reid has so many creative ways to get Jamal Charles on the perimeter of the defense. He's one of the best open field runners in all of the National Football League.
3rd and 3. What a blitz pickup by Charles. They get to Smith anyway. Sacked for a 6th time. Mario Williams with his 2nd sack.
And Mario Williams started it off. Coming right off the left side. Look, that's where it's going to initiate, but they're able to entrap him in the pocket. And watch Mario Williams. Look, oh, they come right up the middle. There's Mario Williams right there. He's able to get a piece. This is just a great collective effort. They're able to get penetration just coming from all angles on Alex Smith.
Nigel Bradham coming with some serious pressure up the gut. Colquitt picked back in his own end zone. McKelvin's going to play it from the 49. Running right, cutting back inside the 30. McKelvin still going. And Sherman finally brings him down at the 25. Excellent field position for Orton with 4:35 remaining.
Started with a great punt from Colton Smith earlier. But if you talk about missed opportunities earlier, that was a shot to get a touchdown. And then Bryce Brown fumbles out of the back of the end zone. 0 points. And then more opportunities have been afforded to this Buffalo Bills offense. Maybe they wouldn't find themselves in this situation, but nonetheless, here you go. And you can see 3 red zone trips, only 2 field goals, and 1 lost fumble in that area.
Bills looking for a 3rd straight win. They're down 4. 1st and 10. Orton throwing near side. It's caught. Woods right at the 20. Lunges to the 15-yard line. Clock continues to run. Buffalo in Kansas City with all 3 timeouts left.
Well, they've set themselves up with good special teams to have this kind of field position. And then getting the completion to Woods, getting ever so close to that end zone. Most of their red zone opportunities, they're real good at throwing the ball to the tight end, Scott Chandler, in this area.
Draw play, Brown. Back to the line of scrimmage. Needed to get right to the 15-yard line. Tackled by Houston and James Michael Johnson.
They're working on that right side. Over by the guard. Pierce and Henderson, the tackle. But look at the penetration by the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Houston shoring things up.
Biggest play call of the day for Doug Marrone. 3rd and 1. As we come up on 3 minutes. Keep it on the ground. This is the fullback Summers. Appears to have a favorable spot. And enough for a Buffalo 1st down. I think he got it.
Not by much.
1st down Bills.
Sometimes comes down to old-fashioned football, and Doug Marrone isn't going to shy away from that. Lead with the fullback. He's the closest to the line of scrimmage. Go ahead and give it to him. See if you can get a push over on the left side, and they're able to get that just by half a football.
1st and 10 from just inside the 15. Orton from the gun. Pump fakes going end zone near side, incomplete. Watkins blanketed by Parker. Can't defend much better than that.
It's actually Sammy Watkins playing defense, because this ball nearly is intercepted by Parker. And watch, Watkins going to keep it from being intercepted right there. Look, I thought Parker had an excellent chance to catch that one. I think if you're Watkins, you wanted the ball up a little bit higher, thrown to the outside, where you have a better opportunity to get it.
Again, you cannot overemphasize the importance of Parker to this Chiefs defense with all the injuries. 2nd and 10. Orton again going end zone. It is batted down and incomplete, and guess who? Parker again.
He's everywhere. He is making one play after another. We've seen him make tackles in the open field. We've seen him make plays like this. I thought he was going to intercept it. But he high points the ball very well, getting in front of Hogan, able to get the ball down.
Solomon, 4th down territory, 4 downs. I think field goal doesn't do him any good here. We come up on 2:37.
Go ahead and take the field goal because you still can get an onside kick.
Bills have all 3 timeouts. 3rd and 10. Orton again from the gun, going end zone, incomplete. And now decision time for Marrone. Solomon, so you go field goal here.
I would go ahead and go field goal here. I really would. This is a very good defense. We already showed you the graphic of the best defenses in the 4th quarter are home. The Bills as well as the Kansas City Chiefs. I'd go ahead and take the field goal, and I would go ahead and try to at least get an onside kick. But right now, Doug Marrone's going for it on 4th down. Go to Sammy Watkins. Get the ball in the hands of your best player.
Looks like Kansas City is all kinds of confused. A timeout taken by the Chiefs, their first. And now a little more time for Marrone to think about it. Well, Buffalo, no stranger to some close games late. This was opening day in Chicago. And in Detroit, Jim Schwartz against his former team. And this was their last home game, Week 7. Watkins, the touchdown with under 5 seconds left. They have been the Cardiac Kids. What kind of finish do they have up their sleeve today?
And another reason why I'm going to go for a field goal here. Remember, we already showed 3 red zone possessions where twice they came away without a score. You can see fourth quarter overtime game-winning drives. They're going to go in and take a shot.
Marone electing to gamble. Watkins split out, bottom of your picture. 4th and 10 with Buffalo down 4. Orton near side. It is nearly picked. But Kansas City will take over on downs. Parker nearly had it as Marone's gamble backfires.
Wasn't even close. Takes away the inside position. So you got to throw that high and outside. That was just a good gamble by Parker. See, he jumps inside. Now the ball's got to be thrown high and outside. Over the head of Parker, not underneath, where Parker nearly came away with the interception.
Oh, you talk to Kansas City's defensive coaches about Parker, and they say, look, we don't know if he's a better safety, a better corner. He just makes plays for us. 8th straight start today. Was the #1 replacement for Berry, who was out those 5 games with the ankle. And what a defensive stand for Parker. So the Chiefs take over. Buffalo with all 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning. Charles on 1st down.
Not much. I'm using a timeout right now, Spiro, from Buffalo.
Buffalo will burn its first right here. Of course, the 2-minute warning still coming up as well. As field position so critical at this stage in a 4-point game with 2:22 left. Thursday Night Football now lives on NFL Network. Rookie phenom Sammy Watkins and these Bills going to Miami on Thursday night in a pivotal AFC East clash. Thursday Night Football, 8 Eastern, live on NFL Network. A short week and an enormous final 2+ here for both teams.
Yeah, if I'm the Buffalo Bills, you got to know that Andy Reid knows he's got to get a first down here some way, somehow, but he's going to want to run the ball. If I'm the defensive ends for the Buffalo Bills, beware of that read option play from Alex Smith. It's something that they've been able to sort of bait these defensive ends to go inside, and he's really been productive on the read option runs.
2nd and 9. Screen pass to Charles. Cuts back, crosses the 15, spins, and finally brought down. Forward momentum took him to the 16, and now it looks like Charles is hurt again. Tackled by Preston Brown, the stud rookie linebacker. And again, Salmon appears to be favoring that right arm and shoulder. Buffalo burns its 2nd timeout.
Yeah, it's just going to be a little swing pass over to Charles, getting the ball in his hands. He's not going to go anywhere near that sideline, so he cuts back, and then there's the tough physical tackle by Preston Brown.
Charles now being looked at on that Kansas City sideline. Clock stopped at 2:13 to play. Still have the 2-minute warning. Bills with their final timeout in a critical 3rd and 8 coming up.
But you saw what Andy Reid did there. He didn't want to give them the opportunity to stop the clock. He was going to throw it, but he was going to throw it to Jamal Charles coming out of the backfield for an easy completion, because if it's an incompleted pass, you stop the clock for Buffalo, and I expect them to do the same thing here.
3rd and 8. Davis on the field for Charles. Chiefs are 2 of 11 on 3rd down. Smith under pressure, steps into the throw, has the tight end, Kelsey. 1st down, Kansas City, 14 yards to the air.
This is an incredible play. How about Alex Smith? He holds on to it, finds the open receiver, and great protection from his offensive line as they're trying to kill clock and get out of here with a win.
Final 2 minutes, 1st and 10. After an awfully impressive hookup between Smith and Kelsey, the tight end. Keep it on the ground. This is Kyle Davis. Jamal Charles still banged up on that Chiefs sideline. Solly, take us back to that first down completion.
Well, look, they run 2 down the field just to sort of create some spacing, and then Kelsey will come here, but then back out, and that's where he'll find them right underneath. Look, he'll come in and then turn his way back out, and you see how they're able to create seams at the second level of the defense? Nice clear out with the vertical routes up top. Kelsey comes underneath to create the first down. Great play design by Andy Reid.
Buffalo burning its final timeout with 1:55 left as they hope for one more stop. Again, coming up, the Subway postgame show. JB, Tony, Bart, Boomer, and Coach Cower from New York. The Subway postgame show is next. Oh, you think back to Kansas City, that 0-2 start, real concern that maybe this would be a lost season. They've won 5 of 6 since, including 3 straight, trying to get out of here with a pivotal midseason win. 2nd and 6. This is Davis again. Barely getting back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Bills unable to stop the clock. They're out of timeouts.
Yeah, they're out of timeouts, which means now your best bet is to swarm. Try to rake that football out. The one thing about defensive players in the National Football League, the ability to tackle you and take the ball away simultaneously. It's done at a very high level in this league.
Kansas City hoping for one more first down to put this game away. 3rd and 5. It has been a struggle for them on 3rd down today. Keep it on the ground right up the middle. Here's Davis. Running right. Well short of the first down, so here comes the punt team for the Chiefs. But that clock's still running. Buffalo hoping to get it back with under 30 seconds left.
This is where special teams has to come through for Buffalo. Leotis McKelvin, 1, secure the football. He's going to try to hit a home run in the return game, but we go ahead and set the field position for Kyle Orton. But this is why I think the field goal on that last red zone possession would have played out very well for Buffalo.
Oh, you know that Marone will be second-guessed if the Bills are unable to win this game. Sally, they always say hindsight is 20/20, but an awfully big gamble on a 4th and 10 play, as once again Buffalo came away empty on a trip into the red zone. Again, a reminder, the Subway postgame show is coming up next. We'll send you to the guys in New York. I'll take you around the NFL on a very busy Week 10. The Subway postgame show is next on CBS. We expected a low-scoring game featuring 2 vaunted defenses, 2 very steady veteran quarterbacks who've been so efficient. And Sally, these 2 teams have not disappointed.
And you knew the quarterbacks weren't going to turn it over. You knew Alex Smith was going to play small ball, be very conservative, and just try to put his team in a position to win. And only then would he take the chance to seize the opportunity.
Chiefs begin the day just a game back in Denver as they nearly got to Colquitt. My goodness. McKelvin fielding, trying to pick up some positive yardage, but boy, valuable time comes off the clock as he goes backwards. 14 seconds left as Orton hoping for a miracle down 4.
Yeah, in order of risking, and you can see 4 red zone trips, only 2 field goals. And those missed opportunities could prove to be most costly for the Bills today.
Bills at 5-3. They begin the day 1 game back of the Patriots in the loss column in the AFC East. But right now down 4. Orton trying to dial up a Hail Mary throw. Goes underneath instead to Jackson. 7 seconds.
You essentially, because remember, you got to get a touchdown here. 7 seconds, it's about enough for 1 more play if you're going to go for it all right here. You've got 7 defenders playing real deep. 8, I should say, and only 3 at the line of scrimmage.
Underneath, screen pass to Jackson, and now the pitch begins. That one thrown backwards. It counts as a fumble. Owens recovers, and that is how this one comes to an end. The Kansas City Chiefs score 14 unanswered to end it. Come to Buffalo and score an enormous road postseason win. Coming up next, the Subway postgame show. Now for Solomon Wilcox, Spiro Dinas saying so long from Buffalo. You've been watching the NFL on CBS. NFL Today update presented by LG3.